Alright, we're now in level 2. And this one, of course, like many other ones, we're gonna adjust our people. You pretty much use the same teams we've had before. This one is pretty much I would call Formation 2. This one's, well, I call it Formation 1, why not? This is where we have only a couple of elementals. Well, in this one we have all 4 elementals generally there. Well, not all 4, I mean 4 of the 5 elementals. And we have 3 groups. In the front row, well, the front group is, of course, swordsmen, as you can see. The next group behind them is archers, and then the last group behind them is fish users. Also, in the area on the left, where there's a a valley-ish area, there's usually flying lizards, but not in this formation. So, but usually every other formation they'll have them there, like in Formation 2, which is 1 skeleton and 1 elemental. And we'll be stealing elementals from all of these, well, the spirits from all of these guys, because, well, it makes our job easier. And right there, you just saw the hidden power kick in. All skeletons have hidden power, which is to regenerate HP when you're low. They have, I believe, B rank. And see, we really can use the outlay. Also, with that, we will take, at least now we're going to definitely want to try to use, see if I can actually use this. Nope, I'll hit auto sell. Yeah, there's really no place I can stand without hitting her, is there? Nope. Still hit her. Yeah, I'll just go for a standard hit in the face then. And also, a third formation is whereas all of them, well, it also occasionally has the spirits in here, I believe. We'll see those next stage. But this one's actually pretty easy to get through, since the area itself is actually pretty short. And as I said, I always want to get the treasure chest here. And we're already pretty much through most of the actual opponents. I definitely want to go on the side and use my Falcon Rune. This place doesn't really get hard until the 4th area. And we'll use that to take him out. Because relatively, the 3rd area does take time to get through, but since the enemies are spread out, it's not so bad. And usually here you will not get regenerating enemies, so you don't really worry about them showing up. And let's, after I've already stolen his spirit, as you can see, Noah is now here. I've been stealing with her. So with that enemy gone, we can just finish off this level. Like I said, not much to it. And that's why I say have somebody who's an owl, because then you can handle the lizards, because they can't really do much physical damage, and all they can do is drop sleep on you. So you don't have to worry about all I can do. And since you have it away from your main forces, it doesn't help the enemy that much. Now we're in the 3rd area. Now this area here is where you can get the ancient coin. This is the first part of the looking through Obel for items for Tanya, and it's usually in the rubble area. It's usually found there. So you don't have to really worry about too much. And if you don't get it the first time, you can always just go back and get it. This isn't like the ancient recipe where if it's there the first time, you can never get it again. And this is also where flying lizards will most likely be your biggest nuisance. Will start to be a real big nuisance due to the fact that they'll usually accompany warriors usually the archers. That way it puts the person to sleep and then hits them with use the archer to use their drain attack. We also have our fire spirit there. They're like the elementals, except they can stab you in the face. And they also have hidden power, I believe A rank. They also have they pretty much have the the appropriate rune sword version of what they have. Like the fire one here has the rage sword rune, so they can do, and they have it they have up to level 3, so they can do the one that changes terrain where they walk, which they automatically do anyway. They also have all the other ones too. They can also change terrain. They generally don't though, because they're automatically on their own terrain. And usually the ones that are with them are of their element, just to add a little bit more difficulty, I suppose. So usually they'll end up following that person around. Of course, that makes it a really good setup for a lot of still to use air shot. They have a reasonably high magical defense, so you definitely don't want to put too many people when you use Laszlo's double-edged sword. But all in all, they're only tough if you have somebody by themselves, just like many other enemies around here anyway. Get him out of the way. Nice critical. I'll definitely be increasing her chances of critical with various items. And this is also a place where generally there will be an enemy after you, right when you get to the rubble, generally there will be another set of enemies showing up. That pretty much is guaranteed to happen every time you come down here. Now this one has about 3 or so formations as well. Pretty much this one is pretty much formation probably 3, due to the fact that it has very few elemental spirits show up. There's only 2. In the first formation, well, the second formation, when the enemies show up, after the smiling enemies show up, they're usually 3 of them show up. One of 3 different types. Well, 1 for 3 different types. Almost down. And but they also don't show up with other skeletons, so it's not too big of a deal. Oh, almost got her. Almost. But we definitely want to get these guys out of the way. Last thing we need to do is have her die on us. And you can see they drop it too. And you definitely don't want to send Noah to steal from them, because it's just not safe. And here, and as you can see, I replaced one of my people with Renee. And we'll see what we gain in this treasure chest. Has to be an anklet. Yeah, decent. We already got plenty of those anyway, and we'll have her dig. And it's just a wing shield, which is still good. And now we're going to get the ancient coin. So let's wrap this thing up. Let's just do a little skim through here. And there. 2 in one day. Well, it's still... we got second place. Further down we go.